Hey everyone, Papercut here with another casted game. Once again, I'm just looking for interesting matchups against the new civs that we haven't seen yet, and I was lucky on the Observe tab to see this game between Flash, who's from Azerbaijan, Conqueror 2, top 100, versus, I don't know what the symbol means, but they are a player from China who is also Conqueror 2. Both of them were Conqueror 3 last year, both very good players. And I think this is a really interesting matchup. We have House of Lancaster versus Zushi's Legacy. And so already starting off in this game, let's get the game going here. I had to click the observe and I had the warning, and then my daughter needed help with something. My wife was feeding my daughter breakfast, and all of a sudden she was like, Julie, come here. So I had to go, and then the game started. So I missed the first minute 30. I'm sorry you're missing this exciting early game action. But I think the story of this game is going to be, one, I'm curious with the Pro Scout, like before the DLC, Zushi was the demon of the ladder, in my opinion. It's like every patch there is a demon of the ladder. Zushi was the demon of the ladder. They could pro scout better than anybody else. They could rush castle better than anybody else. And so you would play against them, and they would pro scout all the deer, and then they could either all of a sudden poop out like 20 Zugnu, or they could rush castle and then poop out 8 knights, and then they're getting all the relics, and then they're going 3 TC, and then they just crush you. And it was awful. I hated playing against them. As I played a lot of Order of the Dragon last season, and I felt like I would have like 4 men at arms, and all of a sudden I would die to like 30 crossbows. So I'm interested. What is the change to the Zushi meta? Are we still doing pro scouts? Because it was to what I've seen from the top level players is that some civs will still pro scout. Zushi could be one of them, because while it is expensive, you get the tax from the gold. As you can see, every time they drop off at the mill, they get the tax, so they have the extra gold to afford pro scouts. They could get a bunch of scouts on the field. This is against Lancaster, though, so you want to push Lancaster, right? The hypothetical is you want to actually push Lancaster. You don't want them to get their manners up. But Zushi could go, like, what, 3 TC? They have, if they go Song, their TCs are cheap. They could go 3 TC granaries, and that would be better. Like, I think Zushi has a lot of ways to deal with the Lancaster boom. And already some interesting steps here. We got this meditation garden, which is just insane. Big stone, gold, berries. That is a crazy med garden. And then we have a unique opening here for the House of Lancaster, the Abbey of Kangs, which allows you the creation of the lords. The lords buff units around them. You can have 4 lords. So this is interesting. This is not the usual House of Lancaster build. I wonder if this player has discovered there is some things of the Abbey of Kings that other people don't know, or are they just testing them? We're still early in that DLC process where there's a lot of testing going on. People are using especially top players who don't care about the ladder as much. Sorry, that was one of my alerts. They use the ladder to test things. They're not trying to win every single game because they know how good they are. So they're just trying to test stuff. So I wonder if this is a test, or does he truly have something under his sleeve, the Lancaster player. So we're going to be aging up relatively the same time. It looks like a 2 TC play from the Zushi player. Early stone. But are we doing Song? So usually Zushi likes to do 2 TC with Song Dynasty. And you do that because Song Dynasty provides you cheaper eco. So you get, your town centers only cost like 270 wood, your farms are super cheap, and so that is the boom option, but I don't think he's not going Song. He's going to do the old-fashioned 2 TC. I wonder why. I wonder if the thought process is, it is too expensive to go Song and then to second TC. I need to get my second TC now. It's my TC. I need it now. But Flash has scouted the lords. Here we have our lord here, Lord of Lancaster. Pretty beefy, 2/2 armor, 16 damage, 231 health. Grants 5% max health to nearby units, stacks of other lords. Gains 5% more health for each nearby lord. So these lords, they want to run in a crew, right? These lords are running close together. And he's rushing the second TC. So what the Lord does provide, that if you went House of Lancaster, or the Castle Lancaster, you would not be able to do this. But what the Lord allows him to do is to pressure the second TC spot. Flash will not get hypothetically, Flash might have wanted to do one of these deer packs. They're right here. But this Lord prevents that. Hypothetically, Flash could pull a lot of villagers and just rush up the TC even with the Lord there. But he's just going to drop the TC red and gold. And this is a very safe second TC. Look at this. The gold, he's getting a passive 130 gold a minute or sorry, a passive 50 gold a minute, and then the other gold is coming from taxes. He does already have 2 Imperial officials on the field. A third one is now gathering the gold. This is kind of what you do with China. You get up to 4 Imperial officials, you put 3 on resources you want, and the 4th is the floater. The 4th is naturally going back and forth and getting different gold from the different production buildings. Now we have the barracks coming down because the Lord is just going to start burning down this meditation gardens. The scout's going to come in to help. So if you're attacking the meditation gardens, you actually reduce its output. So you don't cancel it until it's destroyed. But while you're attacking it, you look, already the gold's dropped from 50 to 46 a minute. So he's losing resources while this is happening. So it's like Flash is going to go into men-at-arms now. Interesting. The Palace Guards is an interesting choice because technically, House of Lancaster doesn't have a counter to men-at-arms at this stage. Now, yeomen in mass will kill anything just because they're fast. And so what advantage does the Palace Guard have? The Palace Guard is fast, so the Palace Guard is better at catching the yeomen in a hypothetical. At the same time, the Palace Guards, for their speed, sacrifice 1 range armor. So it means the yeomen are better against Palace Guards than they would be in this normal amount of arms. So trade-offs exist, right? So a yeoman does 5 damage. That means they're doing 3 damage a pop to a Palace Guard. These 2 Palace Guards are now going to chase away the Lord of Lancaster. Flash is dropping a tower to protect this garrison. He really wants this deer. He is out of sheep. So he is, well, no, I'm sorry. He's not out of sheep. He has sheep right here, but he definitely wants to diversify his food. He's trying to get on this, he's trying to get on these deer, and then all of a sudden the yeomen are showing up with the spearmen. These villagers just finished it. Pop 5, pop in. This is perfect. Does not get too greedy. Just 5 vills. He's now getting the arrow slits upgrade. In case you guys don't know about the upgrade for Zushi in China, it's actually a cannon. The cannon actually does extra damage in the arrow slit. So the cannon's actually really, really good against melee, against high armor units. So this Lords of Lancaster is not going to be able to tank this tower like it is, and he actually lost the Lord of... No, my Lord, my liege Lord. No, he's going to build more. How much does the Lord cost? 100 food, 60 gold. Okay. So now he's on the deer, which is where he wants to be. He does have wheelbarrow. While the Lancaster player does have double broadaxe and gold. And this is interesting. We're seeing a feudal all-in from the Lancaster player. This is crazy. So they got 3 manors up. 3 manors basically means he's getting his villager for free, is how I understand it. So 3 manors is a free villager. Is free villagers now. While the Zushi player's on 2TC. And right now the Zushi player's eco is just significantly better. Significantly is kind of wrong. House of Lancaster is getting a lot of wood. But the food income is great. The taxes are great. Zushi is right now going toe-to-toe. And only 3 manors is not the eco pop that the Lancaster needs. At the same time, Zushi's going to go on 2TC will quickly out-eco boom him. He's sticking with just pure barracks. So I could see, yep, Zugnu switch. The mass Zugnus will tear up everything that the House of Lancaster player has. Yes, yeomen can technically kind of dance. We're going to see 1 vill down. That might be a 2nd vill down. Ooh, just gets there. And that's the problem. This tower is actually not close enough to defend the deer. They put the tower way far away from the mill, and so the villagers actually have a long way to go. That's a nice little vill steal. But here's the thing. Zushi player's in a good position. When you go 2TC like this, the thought process is pretty simple. If I survive this window of attack opportunity, because right now there's a window for the House of Lancaster player, he's outproduced heavily on military, so can he take advantage of that by then attacking and doing damage? If I'm Zushi, all your goal is, if I can live long enough, eventually my eco will be so much better, I can just roll him over. So right now the Lancaster player, significantly more military, going for that siege engineer. We're going to see a push here soon. What has the Zushi player done? Got an arrow defense, which is huge for the men-at-arms. They are now 3 armor, so now the yeomen are only doing, well, 3 damage because they got +1, so we all got our +1s. Going super heavy on wood. Let's go into the villager map. 18 on wood. For a very specific reason. They want to go Zugnu. And, I don't know about that forward village, because he's going to be ramming this spot, right? Oh, no. Oh, what? What? Oh, no. Oh, no, Flash is sneaking out to the upper deer pack, and that is where House of Lancaster is, and that's smart. If you're the House of Lancaster player, you know that on 2TC, he needs a lot of food. So what's he going to do? He's going to camp the top deer pack. And, well, you have a push with only 10 Palace Guards and 2 Zugnu. I do not know, but there are 4 Lords here. The Lords are here, and they are buffing. That's 35 extra health. Yeomen are getting +7 health. Spearmen are getting +14 health. And these Palace Guards are holding, and he's throwing these Palace Guards away just to rush up this outpost. This is crazy. And these Palace Guards are holding. The +3 range armor is huge. The tower gets up. Doesn't this tower just get burned down immediately? Rushes the cannon emplacements. Looks like Flash's goal is just, I'm gonna sit under this tower. You're gonna keep losing units under this tower. I'm gonna keep sending units up. Still only 4 production buildings. Food is becoming an issue. He's got to get these deer packs. His mass is down. This tower's just gonna get burned down. I don't know about this. He had to, though. All his food's north here. The read by the House of Lancaster player was a smart one. It was, I see all your food is up here. Your deer packs, your berries, your boar, everything is up here. If I deny this, you die. Pretty simple, right? And now he's just dancing. He gets the hand cancel. Look at the hand cancel. The hand cancel is doing so much damage to the Lord. Pop. Oh my god. And I don't think he's gonna be able to hold it. One Lord down. This other tower is helping do work here. He's just doing the pop out, heal, pop back in, and he's not gonna be able to keep it up. Now he's just gonna go into mass Zugnu. He's at 5 archery ranges. He's on the berries. The berries will get him there a little bit. He's gonna have to back off the deer here soon. That's gonna be 7 Vills dead. 7 Vills dead. 6 Vills dead. Let's see the manor situation. Still only 3 manors. Still only 3 manors. The House of Lancaster player is committed to this feudal all-in. Now he has to leave the next tier, and food is becoming an issue very, very quickly. Here's the thing, he can't make granaries unless he goes Song. So not going Song earlier means that there's no granaries, because right now, if he was Song, he could be putting granaries back here. Like, he could get up a significant amount of granaries, and if he could live just a little bit longer, he'd be okay, but this berries is all he has. This was a great read by the House of Lancaster player. Read the 2TC, read the food locations, and went an all-in as possible here. Deny the food. He's not Song. I don't know if he knows he's not Song, but he's not Song. I get 3 manors up, so I have a little bit of eco pop, and then I'm just going for it, and it's working. Now, this interaction between Yeoman and Zugnu snipes the Lord. I don't know if I take this fight here. He needs the food, I guess. Like, the food is just in such a desperate situation. He's just gonna go out and snipe the Yeoman. And this is once again smart. Walking out to snipe the Yeoman forces the Yeoman back. It means that his villagers have space to burn the ram down without getting sniped. And I think to Flash, his main thing is, if I just keep pushing him back, I will eventually still out eco him. He's out of berries. Uh-oh. I think this is the tipping point. Out of berries. No farms. This might be it. This might be it. No food. He doesn't even realize he's out of berries. Oh, how cruel. And here's the thing. I wonder if he went 1TC and just made units from the jump, if he would have been fine. Because then he would have had more units. He could have secured the food up here. The 2TC was so greedy when your food was all in one spot, because then if you're denied, you're just dead. Not going Song was greedy as well. He's going to send them all to wood. Oh, no. The Zugnu are holding a little bit here. They're actually equal military numbers. Oh my gosh, I might have spoke too soon, but he literally has no food. He's not making villagers. He can't make any more units. He has 46. Oh my god, he holds. He holds. Next round of Yeoman coming out. No more spears. Just when Flash is going into Horseman. This is crazy. Oh, does he know? I don't think he realizes how bad of a situation Flash is in. Flash has lost 11 vills. He's now on boar. Has lost 11 vills. Him backing up. Look at this. Oh my. He's just going to vacuum this deer. Where's Imperial Official out here now? He needs an Imperial Official out here so that every one of these deer drop-offs really matter. He's just sitting down here. If he can get the Imperial Official up here and get like 3 drop-offs, he's golden again. He's towering the berries. This is the life he needed. That push was everything. That hold was everything for Flash. If he doesn't hold that, he's dead. Dead! And he's still living. And I think... Oh man, that was so, the margins on that. The horseman raid comes in just in time. He has to rush up the towers. 2 horsemen. This is huge because it's just slowing his food gather right now. He's not getting food during this time. All his food villagers up here, right? Besides, you know, the manors. Yeah, this is all his food vills. Which, don't get me wrong, Flash's eco is way better right now. Even with not Flash, the Lancaster player's eco is way better right now. Even with the 2TC from Flash, just because he's been on the deer, he's on the boar. He can be on this deer soon. He has 3 manors. But he did kill 4 vills from that. That was huge. Those 2 horsemen did a lot of work. Wow. Perfect timing from the horseman raid. Now the Zugnu mass is getting here, and this is getting really scary for House of Lancaster. Because once you get at that tipping point of Zugnu, it's all over. Honestly, it is. It's all over once you get that tipping point. because then you just can't kill it. You can't, like, once it gets to be a certain amount of Zugnu, nothing kills him. Nothing kills him. Which is why he had to win there. He had to win that because he literally could not make any more Zugnu. Now he has 38 on food. He's vacuuming this deer. He needs to do song. He desperately needs to just rush song right here, so he can start making granaries. But this is, I think this is the push. House of Lancaster has to win here or else. But he's not actually denying food. He has 28 yeomen versus 30 Zugnu. He's added in the hobbits, the hobblers, the hobbits, which are a horsemen that are cheaper than normal horsemen. They have high movement speed. They have very low damage, base damage, but they do really well against range. So like they're basically a horse. They're an extreme version of the horseman. Less attack, but better against range. Faster, but weaker. They're literally just range killers. And the Zugnu, I think, will tear them up. That's not a lot of health on these bad boys. They do have 3 range armor. That's my bad. Their range armor is very good. Wow, those are amazing against Zugnu. We taking this fight. He doesn't want to back up here. These, I have to say, House of Lancaster does have an amazing Zugnu counter in these Hobbler. That's actually crazy with the 3 ranged armor. +1, so it's 4. These Zugnus are only doing 2 damage a pop, but they're doing 6, so they're doing 6 damage every time. But they're still tearing them up because it's 30 Zugnu, folks. It's 30 Zugnu. With some Palace Guards. These Palace Guard front line, huge. And I think it's over here. It's done and dusted. Wow. It was this fight. It was this fight. He was dead. He was out of food. And the House of Lancaster player backed up. And he didn't need to. If he just kept sending in units, there would have been no more units coming from Zushi Legacy. Oh my gosh. And now he's going to face the dread of every player on the ladder. The Zugnu all-in. The return Zugnu all-in. He says, you want to be at my base, sir? Guess who's knocking? I'm knocking on heaven's door. I don't see how House of Lancaster holds this. He's on 4 manners now. But I mean, once Zushi's on your doorstep with a bunch of Zugnu, I don't know how you hold this. The one thing he can hope for is that he runs out of food, but he has 1 berry pack left. He has a boar left. He has these berries down here. That's enough food to fuel this push. He's getting siege engineering. And what can he make? He needs, like, for 35 Zugnu, he needs like 20 Hobbler. He needs like 20 Hobbitses. Like these like if he had been making these from the start, he would have been in a good spot, but he can't mass enough of them to break the Zugnu mass. And when you get enough Zugnu, this literally feels like the only way you beat this is by mass knights or by Mangonel, and it's over. It's over. A very interesting game. We had House of Lancaster attempt the feudal all-in against a 2 TC Zushi, and they almost did it. That's but I hope what you take from this game, folks, the power of denying food. He almost won just by denying food there at the north side. He read where the food was. He attacked at that position, and it almost worked. That was so close. Very exciting game. I hope you enjoyed that game. Hope you check out my other videos as well on YouTube. Hope you enjoy my content. Check out my coaching Discord if you're looking for help in the game. Check me out on Twitch. All on that is in the video below. And good luck on your games.